solution we are using in Singapore might not be the solution which we are supposed to do in UAE, Dubai, or Oman, in some other countries. So it often differs. So the background knowledge about that country, what are the requirements, it might be in agriculture, it might be in urban planning. It can be very different scenarios. So we have to know about the different cultures. So that really helped. I would suggest people before going to into this scenario or sector to know these areas. And second chapter or second session is in India. So I really wanted to do something in India with the knowledge I acquired from Ukraine as a bachelor student, which was one of my priority in that time. So graduating in 2015, I came back to India, and I worked a year under advice of Dr. Jimadona, who was a former Indian Space Research Organization chairman, who was also lead of Chandrayaan project. It found water in the moon. So that really helped me to get a lot of knowledge and leadership qualities, and that really shaped me as a leader as well, because I really got to know him, and it's a great person. And during that time, one of the decision I took is, rather than going to a big company and taking a small position, I choose a startup to start my career. So that is one of another thing in space technology which I would say helped me in a way, because that really made me work on different things by myself, and that improved my skills as well. So I really suggest regarding the space sector, not, unlike other areas, the theoretical knowledge is not enough. So whatever the opportunities we get, whatever the exposure we get, it's quite good to apply the knowledge. So coming to other areas, that really helped me. For example, I started my first startup, which is Skyram. We focused on edtech projects actually, but we wanted to. I had a really wanted to push this space technology towards to students, because one of the idea coming to the main topic, I would say, is comparing with IT industry, which had a lot of innovations happened during past 10 years after the whole exposure of internet, like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, and all this. One of the common factor we can see, a pattern we can see, is these are from students or these are from young people. So it's unlike other industries like automobile, or it's not done by experienced people, because internet, it was accessible for people, and the hardware was off the shelf. So that made IT industry so hugely grow in these years. So what is stopping space technology, as I believe, is one of the reasons is off-the-shelf equipments and hardwares. Like we cannot find easily the equipments for satellites, but nowadays the CubeSats, CanSats are available, and it can be made with off-the-shelf. But still, the knowledge is not accessible as it's supposed to be. But comparing to we supposed to build a software or a web app or something like social media, it is possible. We can do with a laptop, and the programming knowledge is easily available to learn. All we need is a laptop and internet connection. One of my first startups intention was to make to solve these two problems. One is accessibility and knowledge to students, because I believe, because aerospace is mostly focused in public sectors, like for example in India, Indian Space Research Organization, NASA in USA, or Roscosmos in Russia, or JAXA in Japan. So these are focused in public sectors, and they have their own priorities, and at the same time. So why last 10 years, with the arrival of SpaceX, more innovations like reusable rockets and Mars exploration are coming, because SpaceX is acting like a startup, just like an internet company. So they have the freedom to work easily, like in a very diverse manner. So I believe this can be easily applicable for students. So if they get the right amount of off-the-shelf equipments and knowledge, there are more innovations that is possible. And in this scenario, in this era, it is highly needed because aerospace is already influencing us in one way or another, and diversity of this sector is going to be 100 times bigger than ever. So we started from a very grounded level with Skyra with our tech projects. As you can see, some of the pictures here. We did these projects in India with CanSat and CubeSat projects for students. So basically, our intention was not just to give students theoretical knowledge, but also practical knowledge. They got opportunity to build rockets. We help them to and guide them to build rockets and satellites with our company. That was the sole purpose of my first startup, and later started my company called Origin X, and that we focused more on technology projects. One of the first project we done is GIS mapping. So even I have seen one of the news in here from Iran, which is a lady from Tehran, I believe, which is using urban planning and studying relationship between urban planning and social anthropology. So GIS is basically the computer software we use for modeling and analyzing and interpreting the data. So we got, as a young company, we use this knowledge because this is related to aerospace, and this has thousands of applications are available for GIS, which is Geographic Information Systems. So it's a technology, it's an aerospace technology. So we got the government project and we done it for the government for town planning basically. And that really helped because one of the issues was in, like I mentioned before, for each country the problems are different. So one of the issues was in India, like it's been in India, most of the data is not in service. So this can be solved using this technology, and more can do with it. Like in